Okay, I'm here. Hello. I'm doing it. I'm making the first YouTube video ever. Let me introduce myself. I'm Sarah. I would like to teach you things. I'm basically gonna just teach you everything that I know about my creative work and how I do things. And maybe you could use these skills. I don't know. Let's try it. Today, I'm going to be teaching you how to organize your digital files. Yeah, I said it. I'm judging a little bit because you just throw random stuff in random folders with random names. And when you go in, working in your Illustrator, working in your Photoshop, working in your After Effects, and you're like, I need this element. Where is it? Searching in the search? It ain't right. And I'm here to help you. So I'm going to show you step by step exactly what I do in my folders and how I label my projects in all of my elements. And you're gonna be doing this, you're gonna burn it into your brain every single time you get a new client, or you get a new project, okay? Let me take a little sip because I'm like, it's totally off the rails. Yum. This is Farmer's Market kombucha. It's freaking delicious. Shop locally if you can, it's awesome. But let me put on my glasses. This is getting serious. All right, you're gonna open up your window, or if you're on a Mac, it's the same thing, your Finder. You're opening it up. I feel like I'm exposing myself, but if you play any of these, let me know, that would be fun. Okay, so this is where you're gonna start, your desktop. This is gonna be so simple, all right? You're gonna click right, whatever, Mac, wherever you do, make a new folder. Now this is gonna be labeled your main folder. If you're a freelancer, you're gonna label this freelance. If you work for a company, blah, 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 and you have multiple different projects or whatever, and you're on your company computer, you're gonna label, like say your company's name is company, you're gonna label this company, okay? You're gonna have one folder for all of your stuff. I'm gonna repeat that. One folder for all of your stuff, okay? Freelance, easy, we're going in. If it's your company, let's say your company's name is Ross, it's gonna be Ross, okay? We're in here, yay! So this section of your folder is gonna be whatever is catered to what you do. So for me, I have clients, I have office work, I have an archive of work, finances. These are the different types of layers you're gonna have in this folder, okay? But we're gonna start simple. We're gonna go with clients. If you work for a company, I don't know, make it projects because you're probably just doing internal stuff. So clients, now we're in here. Let's say you have 3 clients. You're gonna put their names in here. Let's say mother like no other. Sorry for my little keyboard tappies. Maybe they're, I don't know, a place where moms go to hang out with other moms. England book lovers. Maybe that's a book group. I don't know. We're just pretending. Let's do advanced repair shop. Very cool. Your 3 clients. So exciting. Okay, let's say you have 1 to 2 projects per client. Go into your first client. Okay, we're in here. Folder's empty. It's great. Let's get it started. I might do another video on how to keep track of all of your jobs, aka your projects per client, and how to label those, but we're just gonna pretend, let's say this is your first project for this client. So you're gonna do 01, project name. Okay, I don't know. I mean, we could make it up if we really wanted to. Second project, 02, project name. Easy. You're gonna do this every single time. So if you wanna go back and you're like, oh, I got 2 new projects for England book lovers, we're gonna go in here. Project name, 02, project name. Okay? These numbers are gonna be different. If you follow the other, I'm gonna make another video. If you follow that, these numbers are gonna be different. But for this case, easy enough. And you would do that for your last client. And that's it. And you would know. Like say this is, okay, advanced repair shop. Say you're doing, let's rename it, 01, auto show flyer. All of your assets, all of it for this project are gonna go in this folder. And I'm gonna repeat that. All of the assets, they're not gonna go on your desktop. They're not gonna go on a different drive. They're not going anywhere else other than this folder. Now let's go in. Let's get into the nitty-gritty of the files, okay? Here is your project. Yay, this is so exciting. You have a project and you want to be very efficient and you want your process to be streamlined, okay? Streamlining processes is like chef's kiss. Saves you so much headache. And you just feel like, yeah, I got this. I can get this done, you know? So this is what you're gonna do. You are gonna make 2 folders in this area. You're gonna make a working files and finals. So easy. You will not touch the finals folder until you are done with your project. Until your client says, approved, send the invoice, you are not touching this folder, okay? I can't stress that enough. What will go into this folder is packaged files, fonts you use, any image elements, anything that is final. PDFs with crops and bleed going in here, labeled correctly, okay? But we're not there yet. We're in our work mode, right? So we're in our working files. If you're on a team of people and you're working on a drive or something, the working files you'll have multiple folders. Okay, so say I'm on a team with 3 other people. My name is Sarah Stewart. So I'm gonna do SS working files. That is my folder with my files. Got it? Say I work with John Doe, JD working files. Oops. Easy. He will only work in that folder, okay? There will be no other place for his stuff. And you know what makes this easy? If you're on a drive where you can access each other's things. Hey, Sarah, I need you to work on this thing because I'm out of the office, I'm sick. Oh, go in and it's labeled exactly how your folder is labeled. And you know exactly where elements are, okay? So yes, that is a way you can do it too. If you're working solo, ignore what I just said and you'll just have working files. Okay, let's go in there. Let's get it started. Okay, so we are making an auto show flyer. That is a print project, so you will most likely be working in Illustrator and InDesign. If you're a designer, obviously this section is going to be different for the type of work that you do. InDesign files, INDD, underscore. I don't know why I do the underscores. I feel like it just makes it easier to read because this is going to be a pretty big folder, if that makes sense. Illustrator files, AI, Adobe Illustrator. Okay, Photoshop files, PSD, PDFs, all right, PNGs. These are probably your main work mode files. If you have other stuff, I mean, obviously if you're working in other programs, you're going to do that too. Let's say your client, the auto show or whatever, advanced repair shop is like, we need the auto show flyer. Here are some elements, our logo, our style guide, some photos we'd like to include on the flyer, and our text. And they give you like 5 or 6 documents, okay? And here you're gonna write from client, easy, okay? This is easy. It's so exciting. I hope you feel excited. And yeah, you'll go in here. You can label, I don't know how you do it, content or language, however, I don't know, probably language, I don't know. Oops. Sometimes I don't make folders in here if you want to be a little messy in here, but it's not ideal. It still feels the same way of not making folders anywhere. Language, images, logo, brand guidelines, anything that they're giving you, separate it. I promise it will make you feel better when you're working on the project and you're just in the mode. You can go in and know exactly where to find all these elements. And it is important to organize these and to know that you have them. Because if they're all, because you know, clients are sending you stuff just because they're the same as us. They label them random things that make sense to them. But when you get them, it's just gibberish. And if you just throw them all in here, they're just lined up completely unorganized. You don't know what is what. You have to open everything just to see what it is. And it's just easier this way. You know, it's just easier. You know exactly where the brand guidelines and you can open the PDF or whatever the PowerPoint, whatever they send you. images. You know, this is going to be some sort of photography, maybe some illustrated elements in there. I don't know. You know, you can change it based on what you get. Logo is going to be any type of logo they send you. Language is going to be texts that they send you that needs to be on the flyer. And you can go in here and do it. It's just nice. I'm just trying to help. Okay, so we're gonna go back. That's your from client folder. You will put everything that your client sends you in here. And if they send you more stuff after, like say you send the first round of the flyer and they come back with edits, you can do round 1 edits and then put them in here. So you know exactly where your edits are for round 1. And I will go more into detail about the rounds and how to label, you know, edits and stuff and revisions. I say rounds, I mean revisions. That's the from client folder, and it's great, iconic, honestly. So let's say you finish up the project, you've gone through rounds. PDF is mainly if you're doing print, where you're gonna put your ready to send files. If you want to make a sent folder or sent to client, you can put your files in here. So you're gonna rev up till you're at your final file, and it will probably be labeled final file. You will package that and go all the way back to your auto show flyer folder, and you'll put all of your final files in here. So if you are in the future, you're like, oh, I got another auto flyer from like a different company. What did I do last time? Or what are those elements that I used? You won't have to go through all of your working files, a mess of stuff. You will have one folder with the final files, which I would always include. This is just a little extra tip, a packaged file, so that it has all of your fonts, all of the elements. Hopefully you're embedding some of the stuff, or it's linked in your file so that you can, so when you open like your Illustrator file, your InDesign file, or whatever you're using, everything's already there. And you don't have to look and relink and all that stuff. And you can look over and review, or you can just review the PDF, say, oh, that's what I did last time. That was great work. And it's not like, you know, taking you a lot of time to go through stuff. It's just a waste of time to you know. That's really it. Honestly, it's not that hard. It's just habit. If you keep doing this every single time you have a project, it's like gonna be, that's just how I do it. It's not gonna be hard. I know things get messy when you're on a crunch or you're on a rush, but if it's the same way every time, you're most likely just gonna be able to find all your stuff. It's not gonna be tough for you, and you're not gonna be worried about it. And like, what if you lose? Like, you won't lose anything, you know? I just feel like those are issues that I ran into a long time ago, and it was stressful, especially if I was on a rush or a crunch and I couldn't find a certain file, or I didn't know where I saved something. Because you know, computers, they'll just pull up random stuff and I'm hitting enter, save. It's just taking that time to do something slowly and right, and it will save you time later on. Once you're done, finals, that's awesome. You finished this project, okay? It doesn't need to be here anymore, because I don't want like you in here and say you're done over like 50 projects for this client. I don't know how many years you've worked for them. I don't know. You don't want 50 folders in here. It's just too much. It's too much to look at. You don't want to be scrolling down for your recent project. Maybe some projects are finished, some aren't, and they're just like all over the place. So I would suggest making an archive, and make sure you put an underscore so it just sits up at the top. Archive folder, and this is done. I finished this, drag in there. It's done. All of your active projects are gonna be in here, and all of your finalized projects are gonna be in here. So it's the same thing if you have a new project and you're like, oh, what did I do last time for them? They need a new one this year. You can go in here and find it. Finals, it's right there. You know it's in the archive because you put it there. You know? You can also do a hold. Projects that were never finished, that maybe someone canceled, or they just felt like they needed more time to think about what they wanted. Things like that happen with clients. unfortunately. I would say every time that happens, if someone cancels or if someone says we need to take a moment to like regroup, always do a packaged file. And you can put like make a folder for packaged files. Even if your coworker or something needs your file, you're gone on vacation or something, like you can make a folder that just says packaged files. And then, you know, if you have more than one, they'll be labeled by the round or revision. I have made a little mind map. It's not a mind map, it's just a map of the folders. I'll have it linked below. You can download it for free and maybe just print it out and like tape it up next to your computer so that you can just look over and say, yeah, this is how I'm gonna do it every single time. I hope that it helps you. I hope that you feel better after this process. I hope it makes you feel more efficient and streamlined and yeah, happy about the work that you do and you don't feel so stressed. That's the video. I hope you enjoyed it. All right, babies, good luck. Let me know if you play any of these games on my desktop. And let me know if you have any questions, if you need help with something, if you have a organization question or anything about how to label stuff. I'm gonna make that other video, I promise. I'll make it and I'll show you how to label all of your projects. So look out for that. Bye.